Parali, and we're going to talk today about RFEs and a specific RFE which is related to what we call people who are non-IT and who are filing an H1B under an IT technical position. As you know, the H1B requires what we call a situation where you need a specialty occupation, and lately USCIS has considered that non-technical position, especially for small companies, do not qualify for H1B, and even sometimes technical positions you are getting a long RFE and even a notice of intent to deny in some cases, or to revoke basically certain H1Bs which was based on non-technical positions. So what many people have seen in their cases is that they have, for example, they have a Bachelor of Arts, and they want to file under the IT position. So first of all, the position has to relate to your degree or your knowledge, and in order for you to be able to file under an IT position when you don't have an IT background, academic background, you need to have experience, very important experience. Or if, for example, let's say you took a degree where IT was included in the courses, for example, for some NBAs, things like that, you have IT that is incorporated in it. You should mention that and put emphasis on your transcript. That's on rule number one. You put emphasis from your transcript. And number two, if you have experience on your IT position, for example, a lot of people have moved to IT and they have like 6-7 years of experience, or even 5 years or 3 years of experience. You should be able to use those experience. However, you need to have good experience letters, and those experience letters have to back you up. um, what you should not do is to make a fake resume. I repeat that, because a lot of people will suddenly go and get a resume where they have experience on something which they don't know anything about, and also they will get letters of experience. But then when you match it with their age, for example, a 22-year-old cannot say he has 16 years of experience. It might be possible he might have been a genius, started working when he is 16 and things like that, but they won't believe it that much like someone who's like 30 years old and who has been working in programming, in software development, in basically in anything which is IT, and the experience at this point becomes major. You have to basically explain that, and oftentimes if you don't explain that at the outset and the applying for the H1B, you will be receiving what we call an RFE. And we have a very good article, as you can see here on our website, 10 points how to answer an RFE. But this is a general kind of way to explain how to deal with an RFE. But more specifically, when it comes to the specialty occupation and proving a technical position, first look at your studies itself, because you might be doing something which is not technical, but there's a lot of technical included in it. So you have to put emphasis on the transcript. And two, experience becomes major. No matter how much experience you have, even experience you had under your OPT, experience you had under while you were in school, experience you had even for non-profit, experience you had on any type of experience, you have to load it and you have to explain how it relates to this position that you're being given. You cannot just take general knowledge of computer. For example, someone cannot just say, oh, I know Excel, I know Office, and that's it. No, it doesn't work this way. If you want to get a technical position, you need to really be descriptive in your letter, reference letter. And unfortunately, oftentimes companies will not be willing to give that. But once you get it, it is major that you keep it, because you will need it at the other outset. The third thing is that the lawyer who's preparing the case need to really kind of emphasize on the technical part of your knowledge, and make sure that you by putting this knowledge into the package, that you will qualify for an H1B. In order for you to qualify for H1B, for those who don't know, you need first an equivalent of a bachelor's degree, which is either a 4 years bachelor's degree or a 3 years bachelor's degrees plus 3 years of experience. So for each 3 years of experience, you get a 1 year academic equivalent. So for example, someone might not have any experience, any degree at all, but the experience itself can basically cover for that bachelor. But once you use that to get the equivalent of bachelor, you cannot really use it to show experience, additional experience. However, if it is incorporated, for example, someone graduated in a Bachelor of Arts, that person can actually also go ahead and get what we call experience that will be equivalent to that, and that person can be working basically. For example, that person works as a programmer analyst, and through experience have gained the knowledge that is required to qualify for the IT position. That person should be able to get an H1B. We have done many cases like that, but oftentimes, unfortunately, some of them still get denied because they don't have enough experience. So the first, my advice for those who are moving to IT positions, if you are a student and you're moving to an IT position, try your best to get maximum OPT or experience under that will be can be used ultimately to get your H1B, or go for a master's degree which is in the MS or something in IT that will help you. And I recommend people to get master's degree. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to this. And if you have any questions, feel free to call our office 510-742-5887. Follow the links below to get some more information. And anything I told you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.